Hello, beautiful people. Happy Sunday. Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You know that, guys, I love you and I love you permanently. Thank you, guys, again. If you have clicked on my video and actually watching, I'm so grateful. Thank you, guys, so much. So, guys, I'm actually doing my worst first job experience part 2 now, guys. When I'm actually discussing about this, I don't want you to think that every company out there is like the company that I'm describing. There are legit companies out here. There are companies that go all out for their employees, companies that treat the employees right and fairly. So I'm just referring to you guys, excuse me, sharing with you guys my experience so that you're actually alerted to say, to let you know that there are companies who treat people in this manner out there, so that when you go and look for employment, you would actually know the red flags that there are out there. Because when you're going to new employment and maybe you're fresh from high school, fresh from university, you don't really know if maybe all companies treat people like this. You may be maybe used to a system where you are being treated like trash, and maybe you've taken it as something that, you know what, all people are treated like this. But when you listen to this type of content, you will know that that is not the right way to treat people. So I'm just going to tell you now a few things that are also red flags, in these companies, if you have worked for one as well. So yeah. Another thing, guys, these are the companies, firstly, that do not have a proper human resource, system or structure or department. So it's basically like, excuse me, so there is no proper department like human resource department where if you have an inquiry or have a query about something, you will literally go to that human resource person and speak to about your problem. So this, duties, 1 minute this person is this position, but you are being told that if you need to consult them with, maybe you have a query about your salary, you have a query about a deduction or whatnot, and then you will be, sent to a person who has this title, but they are not in HR. So they don't have that proper structures, HR system where you can like literally go to this person and tell them your queries and all of those things. So it's a big red flag, guys. A company needs to have a proper human resource department where you can lay out your complaint or whatever it is that you need clarity on. So that was one of the red flags with the company I was with. There was no proper human resource department. The people who these, for example, the people had their position, but then you would be told that if you need to speak to them about any HR duties, you know, uh, guys, please. Guys. Yay. Another thing is that, for example, you would apply for leave, right? You would apply for leave on, maybe, for example, let's say the 20th. And then you are being told, oh, you can't take leave on the 20th. You can only take it, for example, maybe on the 15th of next month. What does that even mean? I'm applying for leave on the 20th because I have obligations, I have things to do, I have a commitment. You know, maybe it's something that I cannot even get away from. Hence, that's why I'm applying for leave. And then you are coming to tell me when I'm supposed to take leave. Guys, who does that? Who does that? Because I know the reason why I said I want my leave to be on the 20th. And now you're changing that date. Do you know my life? Do you know my responsibilities? Do you know why I'm applying for leave? And you have these people who, for example, you want to take leave, and then they would ask you why. Okay, if I don't have a problem, I can say. But if it's something personal, please don't ask me why. Do I need to tell you that I need to go and see a doctor? Do I need to tell you that I'm going to test for HIV? Do you need to know all these things? You don't need to know all these things. So why are you asking me? It's a personal matter. And when I say it's a personal matter, please stop digging and wanting to know everything about my life. Oh, please. Privacy, guys. Something are just private. Not your employer does not need to know everything about you, every detail about your life. He does not need to know. When I say I need to take leave, it's private and confidential. Don't ask me another thing. You can ask me, oh, are you okay? Okay, I'm fine. Don't ask me other things, please. How? Hi guys, into a private, guys. If it's private, it's private. Stay out of it. How? Yeah. Anyway, another thing is that, guys. Now this, Now, this I have seen, it's happening, and you can attest to it. If you have heard about it, maybe you've heard about it, or maybe some of your family members have experienced it. You see, you get those people in companies, for example, they've been with the company for 10 years, and then maybe a newbie comes in. A newbie does not. Guys, the truth is, when you're fresh from college, you're fresh from university, you don't know anything about the working environment, about the working world. You know nothing. The only thing you have is a qualification, but nothing. So you have these people who have been working in a company for like maybe 10 years, and then maybe you come as a newbie, and then they train you, they train you to teach you the systems and whatever it is that you'll be doing. They'll be your mentor and all of those things. And then, guys, when you see the salary gap, I know that most of the time we are being told that salaries are not meant to be shared. You're not meant to listen. But if you have a person who has been working for you for 10 years, and you are paying that person 10,000 rands, and a newbie comes, doesn't know anything. The only thing, maybe even that person who's been here for 10 years has a qualification, and you have this new person here who's being trained by that person, and then you're paying this person 30,000 rand. Now, guys, please tell me, where is the justice in that? How can you be mentoring me? How can you be teaching me the word, and then I'm earning more than you? Guys, what's happening here? What is happening? Like, guys, listen, I have seen it. It happens, and it's happening. I don't know how they do it, but some companies do actually do that. You can't be mentoring people and bettering other people's skills and minds, teaching them things that they did not know about, and then that person comes and earns more money than you. I don't know, guys. Maybe it's just me, or maybe you would tell me that. I don't know what your argument will be, but I don't think that's fair. I seriously don't think that's fair. A person who has been in this company for long and a newbie, there has to be a difference. I'm not saying that the salaries need to be like a huge gap, but there has to be, some sort of, when I look at it and another person looks at it, they say, oh yeah. But guys, when there is a huge gap, you can just see that there is no sense of equality or fairness. So that is what is happening, guys, in other companies. That is what is happening, guys, in other companies. And also another thing, guys, that happens is that, you get people in the company where they are okay, for example, with management. They can lay out your duties to tell you that you're gonna do this, do this, do this, do this. Increase your duties. They can tell you with a smile on their face, increase your duties and do all of those things. And then when you as an employee, which is your right to ask, okay, Mr. Manager, Mrs. Manager, my salary, you have increased my duties, ma'am. So, but it does not match with my salary. Guys, if you're working in a company, you should be able to ask about your salary. This thing about being scared about it when you are working like a slave, it's not fair. And then when you ask about your salary, they'll be like, you should be glad you have a job. You should be glad and you should be grateful that you have a job. Some people don't even have an income. So guys, I'm allowed to being taken advantage of. Duties being added, the workload increased, but I should be grateful to have a job because I'm asking you to match my salary with my duties. I'm telling you guys, these things are happening. And this video that I'm making is not for you guys to say quit your job or what not, but you need to know that if you are in that environment, that's not a healthy environment to be in. It's not an environment where you're gonna grow. It's not an environment that will better you. You may have an income, but you need to know that you need to start applying, because that is not the right place to be in. Because guys, the reality is not everyone is going to start their own business. Not everyone is going, we're always gonna need doctors, nurses, security guards, salespeople. We're always gonna need those people. But you need to know that as an employee, you must be treated fairly. You must be treated fairly, guys. This thing that is happening in the workplace is not right. And then we are being told, no, you are not allowed to disclose this and this and this and this. Why? Because they want to carry on with the abuse. It's not fair, guys. So, for newbies, those people who have not stepped into the working environment and all of those things, if these are the things that you are seeing in that company, I need to tell you now, you better start applying like there is no tomorrow and leave that dungeon place. Because it's gonna drain you. It's gonna drain you. Anyway, guys, I hope that you will now know how to see red flags in these companies that actually treat people like trash, because the reality of it, some companies do, guys. Yeah. So, guys, let this be an encouragement to say, if you're in that place, please, guys, start applying for other companies, and by the grace of God, the Lord will open a door of opportunity for you, and then you can be in a place where you are appreciated and your time is paid for. Yeah, guys. So please do like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know that, guys, I love you and I love you permanently. And I will be seeing you guys again on my next video. I love you guys. Have a good one. Bye for now.